Now Jill Tubbs will read a poem by Corey.
Okay, I'd like to read a poem. It's called Gone But Forever in Your Heart. And I just like to say, I've seen a lot of sorrow. And you know, Casey and Sandy and Rory, all of them, they wouldn't want you to cry. They'd want you to be strong and try and get through it. Okay, here's how it goes. We've all just suffered a terrible loss of 3 friends and loved ones. The suffering and pain that we've all shared seems like it will never subside. But life must go on, and we each need to lift our heads, wipe our tears, and say goodbye. But not forever, only for a short while until we meet again. But meanwhile, we'll remember Casey, the one who always had a smile, everybody's friend. But instead, remember all the good times we've had. And Sandy, with his unique ways of communicating, the voice, the face, and the smile and laugh. Everyone must agree that he was the clown of the class. And last but not least is Rory, quiet and somewhat shy, a more reserved type of guy. But out of that came the talent and intelligence that was his own. And this didn't seem set him apart or keep him from being liked or well known. This is the time to remember the right, not the wrong, the good but not the bad, the laughter and not the tears, the happy but not the sad. And with the loss we're all feeling, it can't come close to the suffering of the families and loved ones. And our hearts go out to you with sympathy and love. None of us understand why they were taken so soon. They had their whole life ahead of them. But let's not question and ask why. There may be an answer, but only God knows. So let us go on. And although from us they're apart, for now they're gone, but forever in our hearts.
Now I'd like to introduce Alan Causey, and he will address us for a couple of moments.
I'm Sandy's dad, and I'd just like to thank everybody. I know we all feel a great loss, but as much in the way you're all remembering Sandy and everything you're doing, it's greatly appreciated by us. And I remember Sandy would always say how much he was enjoying life, and he wished high school would never end, and what a good time he was having. And I think that all his friends and all you kids in school were all responsible for making him feel so loved. And I'd like to say thank you just for being yourself and caring so much about my son. You made his short time in his life very meaningful, and he was very, very happy. And just thank you all.